Hey everyone, welcome to Atlanta Startup Village number 50. Can I get a big round of applause for that? I am Allie Merritt. I am your host. Welcome to the largest monthly gathering of entrepreneurs in the Southeast. As you can see, it has been going on for quite a while. 50 divided by 10 to 12 a year, a couple of years there. So this started almost 5 years ago with a gentleman that every single time I do this, I've been doing this since January or February now, and I inherited this fantastic event. Every time I do it, people ask me, where is John Birdsong? I'm like, okay, yes, I know he was the face of it, and he created it, and he was the founder, and he's awesome. I'm not John. However, tonight we have a special guest in the form of John Birdsong for the 50th anniversary. Come on up here, John. So he has to say something pretty, and then he says that he's going to open this champagne, which may or may not be really bad. I'm going to go stand over here. It's on live stream. If I get hit in the head with a champagne cork, I'm never going to live it down. All right. Opa! Everybody in the front row, I'm really sorry. There are a couple of seats here and there in the audience. If you guys haven't taken them, if there's not an item on them, please sit. Say something pretty, John. Cheers.
Sure. Well, it's fun to always be back with such a great community. You know, everyone that I've talked to before has said, you know, what made the Atlanta Startup Village a success? And it's really very indicative of what makes a successful company. And a lot of it comes into timing and the market. Right? Back in 2012, there was no Atlanta Tech Village. The community wasn't as big as it is now, and there was a lot of opportunity to put events together that added meaning and value to the community. And what's really fun is to see 5 years later how this happens month in, month out, and not just at the Tech Village, right? All over the city. And that's really what it's about. It's building a thriving startup community, one that focuses on, you know, paying it forward and really giving back to entrepreneurs who are looking for a way to promote their product, build, recruit, because we're all in this growing together. And it's difficult, right? It's really difficult. It's difficult to raise money. It's difficult to get your first customers. But at least once a month, you can come and meet folks who are doing it with you. And so that's really the genesis. And a lot of it was around just market timing within the community. I mean, Atlanta, we all know, is growing like crazy, and it's a great city to be in to build and grow a startup, particularly where you don't have to break the bank, but you can also find wonderful talent. So it really is all about the community. Cheers to everyone, and to 50 more.
All right, so now I have to do the boring housekeeping stuff, right? Which happens. And I have a cheat sheet because there's a lot going on. Okay, so first of all, I know that this is a big space, and people will start talking about things that make them super happy during the presentation. And you will think that you're in the back and we can't hear you. That is a lie. We can hear all of you. And these presenters have worked really hard to be ready for this, and so let's not break their concentration. Okay, maybe some of them. Pup Walker says maybe they didn't work that hard at school. So what happens when you're in the front row? I can see you. So if you are super loud, there is an angry pregnant lady in the back who will come hunt for you. Kellyanne, I know you're in there serving beer. Wherever you are, wave your hand. She will come hunt you down and tell you to be quiet. If she doesn't get to you first, I will get to you on the microphone. Please don't make me do that. So please keep it quiet. If you do have something you absolutely have to talk about before the end of the show, take it all the way out into the lobby past the double doors. All right. So everybody here tonight who is drinking champagne and beer, we have sponsors who have made that possible, and so we're going to talk about how awesome they are. First up, we have Jen with AC/DC.
Thank you. And we've been sponsoring this event for a long time. Our very first time was when Hippopotamus was actually a space, and we used to do pizza. We've outgrown that. We cannot afford to pay for pizza and beer. So ATDC stands for the Advanced Technology Development Center. We are Georgia's technology incubator. So we are housed at Georgia Tech. right across the street, and that's kind of our special sauce. But we are actually open to any entrepreneur in the state of Georgia that's focused on building a technology product-centric company. So that means a lot of you could actually benefit from our services. We run educational programs basically every day of the week that we believe heavily in lean startup and customer discovery process. So it's as easy as going online and joining for $25 a quarter and then starting the curriculum. We have about 59 educational events a month. 59. So if you are struggling with how to move forward within your business, we are the right place for you. If you are struggling to start and scale and grow and connect with investors and large corporations as potential customers, our incubator programs actually focus on those two things. So we are a great place for you to think about starting and growing. And you do not actually have to move to ATDC to take advantage of our programs. We have a number of companies that are actually located here at Atlanta Tech Village. So check us out, atdc.org. Our calendar is atdc.org/community, but we also have some of our key upcoming events listed on the whiteboard in the room with the beer. Lastly, I want to point out that we have just launched a retail technology program. So that is any business that's selling e-commerce into big box retailers and technology platforms that help them succeed in a multi-channel environment. We've got a number of entrepreneurs and residents and staff members here. They're all wearing ATDC shirts. If you've got a question about your business and whether you're a fit for our FinTech program, our retail tech program, our IoT program, or anything else, please come find somebody.
Big round. If you haven't met Jen, she is a legend in the startup space, so you should come talk to her after. Sponsor number 2 for the beer and champagne tonight, we have Smith & Howard. Come on up. Let's get another round for that. It's a lot of beer.
Hey everyone, it's crazy to see how much this has grown since Hypotamus and back at the Biltmore. I'm Tyler Disk, I'm with Smith & Howard, so we do public accounting, tax, all that kind of fun stuff. If there's 2 things to take away that we can help you with, if you're a tech company and you haven't heard of the R&D credit, look into it, talk to me. My contact info is on the website under the advisor page. It's free money for companies. If you're thinking about investing in a company and you don't know about the angel credit, look into that as well. Both are free money. Sounds kind of weird with taxes, even if you don't owe them, you can take a benefit from it. So let me know. We're here to help and looking forward to the 50th.
All right, in case you have noticed, we have a live stream going on. So if you guys would turn around and wave to the Pulse Spark live stream, everybody at home can see you. Fantastic. They do this every single month. So Pulse Spark is your video production company if you were looking for someone, and they are awesome. Let's give them a quick round of applause too, please. Thank you. All right, so the way this works is we have 5 companies. They do 5-minute pitches, and they get 5 minutes of Q&A. One of the main things that will happen is you will have your hand up and somebody will not be able to see you because of the column or whatever else. Speak loudly, please lean around the column so they can see you, and speak clearly. Short questions are better because they're gonna have to repeat it, and it's a big test when they try to figure that out. So, are we up and ready to go? Oh, yes, my apologies. We are gonna do a panorama shot since this is the 50th, so if you guys could get as excited as you were about the beer one more time, that would be awesome. Let's let Karen safely get up on the stool. All right, tell me when you're ready.
Y'all have to look really excited.
That it is in this.
Like, remember, it's piano, so
Keep going, keep going. Think about all the beer. So much beer. Also champagne. You're all famous now, possibly blurry. Okay. So, very first up on our pitches, we have Garnish Gather. Take it away.
Awesome. Hey, y'all. My name is Emily Golub, and I am the founder of Garnish Gather. We are Atlanta's local meal kit company. So we deliver locally sourced meal kits with recipes from Atlanta's top chefs to homes and pickup locations and customers all over Atlanta. We also have a whole online grocery store where you can order breads, eggs, cheeses, prepared foods, and all sorts of other goodies. So we're basically bringing the farmer's market to you. So our whole mission is to create a sense of community through local food. So what does that mean? That means that we're connecting eaters with farmers. Our customers love ordering with us because they get a chance to really connect with local farmers and in a really personal, interesting way. So actually today we just got a text from one of our farmers, Farmer Paula, who owns Heirloom Organic Farms in Dahlonega, Georgia. She was calling to confirm or texting to confirm that she had our corn forest this week, except she wasn't quite sure what was going to happen with the bears and the deers, because in the past she's had some really tough problems with the bears and the deers, but she found a great solution. It worked like a wonder, like a charm last week, that if she plays talk radio in her fields at night, the bears and the deers stay away from the corn. So, you know, it's stories like this that our customers love to hear, that, you know, sometimes they might not get the corn, but that's only because the talk radio wasn't loud enough. We're also connecting busy families with local groceries. So we heard from our customers this summer that the back-to-school struggle was real and that they needed a little bit of help with kids' lunches. So we worked with a partner of ours to develop a whole proprietary line of prepared kids' lunches that we now offer at the Garnish Gather website to all of our customers. So here to help solve real problems for our customers. We also connect home cooks with top chefs. So, I mean, I think all of us love going out to some of the great restaurants here in Atlanta. We've got some amazing chefs here. And if we're lucky, maybe the chef will come out and say hi. But we're taking that experience to the next level. So with our Be the Chef program, customers get a chance to cook like their favorite chefs in the comfort of their own kitchen. So you can experience a recipe from Chef Kevin Gillespie of Gun Show or Chef Chris Grossman of Atlas in your own home. And that's really special. So clearly, we've invested a lot into focusing on the Atlanta local food community. And as a result of that, we don't ship. So unlike a lot of other meal kit companies out there, we're totally focused on Atlanta. So we hand deliver in reusable gray bags just like this, which not only is a lot more customer friendly, but it's a lot more sustainable too, with no excess packaging, no boxes and bulky things to feel wasteful and discard every week. You know, and as a result of this too, we've also been able to really focus on our value proposition. And our value is all about creating community through local food. So that works if you're local, but it doesn't work if a customer in Michigan is getting a recipe from an Atlanta chef with a tomato grown in Conyers, Georgia. It just doesn't translate. You know, so for us, it's really simple. Our customers order with us online. We've got 5 new recipes available each week that they can choose from. They can choose to order a la carte, or they can order as a subscription basis. They can also add on local groceries to that, so it's really customizable and flexible. From there, we work directly with the farmers to harvest all the fresh ingredients, prep, portion, and package it at our facility, and then deliver to homes and pickup locations once a week on Sundays and Mondays. So, you know, while everyone else in this world is going big, we're focused on growing small. You know, Amazon just acquired Whole Foods, and Blue Apron had their IPO. While the food world is getting larger and larger, we're about creating a sense of community and connection with our food and with our customers, and in an actually intimate way where our customers, they get to know us. We've built this sense of community for them. We're focused on customer service, that when you call us, someone answers the phone and talks to you. We're totally flexible in the way you can order, so we're not forcing you into different subscription plans that work for us. We want to do what works for the customer. And beyond that, we've created a really strong sense of brand. You know, my whole mission and everything I want to do is love on our customers and find new ways to love on them. So it might be celebrating the Attack of the Killer Tomato Festival by putting tomato-flavored gummy bears in everybody's bag for 1 week. Or it might be including a beautiful handmade recipe tin for customers to store their favorite Garnish and Gather recipes in their own home. It's just a way of us saying thank you. So we've proven that our model really works. We've been around for 4 years, so we were one of the first to market in the whole meal kit space. Beyond that, we have created such a strong sense of brand that we've got over 3 times the customer lifetime value from that of our competitors. So, you know, right now we are based in Atlanta, and we are an Atlanta-focused company, but that doesn't mean we're only going to be Atlanta-focused. So we're looking to grow, and the best way we can do that is everyone here orders with us online. Use the code ATV15 for $15 off at checkout, and there's no excuses because we deliver right here on Mondays. Thanks, y'all. Questions? Yeah, in the blue. That's a great question. So as we grow, will we duplicate the system here each place as we grow? And I think the answer is yes. For us, what growth I believe looks like, and we're not quite there yet, so we don't know all the ins and outs, but it's going to be about finding ways to support individual local food communities in a way that brings value and support to their farmers and the growers and their customers and creates that sense of intimacy and connection. Yeah, in the back. Well, it's proprietary in that we're only offering it. I'm sorry, what makes our kids program proprietary? It's proprietary in that we're offering it only to our customers, and so you have to be a Garnish and Gather customer to enjoy it. But they're really fun. It's cool things like little pizza bites with a ice cream cone cookie and carrot sticks and dips, and so it's fun. Our customers have loved it, and it's been kid tested. My kids tested it. It's approved. Yeah, in the back. Our ingredients 100% vegetarian was the question. And no, we offer meats in our meal kits as well. So we work, we source almost 100% of our vegetables directly from growers in and around Atlanta. And then we also work to source our meats and proteins locally too from humanely raised sources. So for instance, all of our pork comes from a farm called Riverview Farms in Ranger, Georgia, and they do all pastured woodlot pork. And so we work really hard to feel really good about the ingredients that we're putting into our meals, especially the proteins where there is a little bit more, it's more important, in fact, to get really high quality sourced and humanely raised proteins. Yeah.
Do you operate on an automatic ordering schedule, or is it more when I want it?
So you can order, do you operate on an automatic ordering schedule, or is it when you want it? And we operate both ways. So you can order with us a la carte just one time, and we call that as a non-member, just a kind of a guest. Or you can order as a member, and then you would be set up on a recurring automatic ordering schedule. But we'll always remind you if you forget, and you can always tell us, oops, I'm out of town, and we'll cancel you for that week. So we want to be really flexible and customer friendly. Yeah. Yeah, so the question was, do we offer foods that are sourced from outside the state of Georgia or outside the Southeast? And if so, do we try to connect them or have a connection with those farmers? Right now, we do offer some foods that are sourced outside the state of Georgia. For instance, we just offered organic bananas as a grocery item on our site, and sadly, they don't grow bananas here. But it's something that people want, and we wanted to be able to offer those kind of really basic grocery-like items. We also do things like avocados and some other things that just don't grow here. We do try to really work on that connection with farmers in the state of Georgia, but we're not quite as able to do that with farmers that are working outside the state. So unfortunately, not at this time. But down the road, we're always looking to create more connections with our growers. What other questions? Right there.
So I've tried some of these other competitors before, and it seems like $10 a meal is sort of the standard. Are you guys somewhere close to that? Does it fluctuate with the type of food that you get, or how does the price go?
Yeah, so the question was, what does our price structure look like? A lot of our competitors are on the $10 price point, and does our price point vary? So all of our pricing is consistent. All of our pricing is $28 for a meal that serves 2 to 3 people. We are a little bit more expensive than our competitors, but we're also putting in better quality ingredients and working to support direct with family farmers in the area. But that being said, you can, with us, we're not forcing you into any meal choice selections. So with a lot of the competitors out there, if you order a steak meal, then you have to order a ground meat meal, or kind of like balancing it out. With us, we don't do that, so you can order any sort of meals you want with any assortment you want. Yeah, in the back there. So the question was, do we handle any food allergies? And yes, we try to accommodate allergies, but if there's hypersensitivities, it might not always be the best fit for us. But we do list all food allergies with each meal on our website, so that if you do have a nut allergy or a dairy, you can help select meals that are going to be nut or dairy free. Yeah.
All right, let's give her a
Thanks,
round
guys.
of applause, guys. Good job. So the way this works is the chairs that you are sitting in have been put up by a fantastic team of volunteers, and in return for putting up the chairs and taking them down at the end of the night, they get 30 seconds in between the pitches. So here you go.
Thank you. Hey, who's having a great time tonight? Isn't this beer and champagne great? Who knows this face? Kevin Harrington. Mr. Wonderful on the Shark Tank. He's on my board of directors, council. He's a consultant on my company now. And this is what he has to say. This is what he says about digital currency. I'm here to tell you, I think I've come across something that could become one of the most profitable opportunities I've ever been involved with. ProCurrency launched April 2017. Now, what if I told you that while you shop at your favorite, most trusted stores online, you could actually be earning ProCurrency for free? That's right. When have you ever heard of being able to receive digital currency for free? For doing something that you're already going to be doing. This is a global currency launch, is something that you're not going to want to miss. My name's Rich Porter. I'll be one with a red shirt in the back. I'd like to see you when you get back there. Thanks.
Hello. So raise your hand if you're a genius. Be honest. Just raise your hand. Be real. Be real. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're a genius. Yes. Yes. Own it. I'm an educator, and I have to ask my students this all the time to have them think about, am I a genius, right? So I'm Monique, and I'm the founder of the Busy Group. So as a busy educator, we need support in the classroom. And so what our group does is we connect creative tech geniuses like yourself, right, in the room, and we bring you into our schools. You can speak. You can be someone who offers a hands-on activity. You can just come in and support our work. So we pilot next year. So we're building up and ramping up to get a community of people who are interested in doing this work. If you can offer an hour, 5 seconds, whatever you got, we would love, love, love to talk to you in the back of the room. I'm Monique with the Busy Group. You can go to thebusygroup.org to learn more information or see me in the back.
Pitch number 2, our errands.
Hi, my name is Deshaun.
Hi, my name is Justice, and we are the co-founders of a company. Thank you. Hi, my name is Justice, and we are the co-founders of a company called Our Errands, the personal assistant for everyday people.
I've been a pharmacist for the last 7 years, and I constantly saw patients come in that actually needed more than just medication. They needed a personal assistant.
And I've been a personal assistant for the past 11 years, and recently graduating with my dual degree from Clark Atlanta University, we kind of combined our two loves to create a luxury service for an affordable cost and for the everyday person.
All right, so problem. So why can't we find a personal assistant right now? Accessibility, affordability, and also productivity are some of the concerns and issues that we have when we're looking at hiring a personal assistant. As far as a solution, we're actually the first web platform where users can actually find an assistant, and we actually vet these assistants to make sure that they're available for you. Market validation. So how do we come up with this, and how do we access the market? There's over 153,000 current personal assistant openings in the United States. 4,000 of those openings are actually in Atlanta, and we posted a free advertisement on Indeed.com, and we got over 4,000 applicants in about a 2-week span. So we see that there's definitely a need for that. There's over 29.6 million small businesses, and also small businesses occupy 99.7% of all U.S. businesses.
Okay, so this is going to be a video of basically our website. So we show you, you go to www.ourerrands.com. It's the personal assistant for everyday people. Right now, we only have one category of small business owners and entrepreneurs because that is our main focus. You can learn more about our company. And then we also work with numerous small business owners and vendors here in Atlanta. And of course, we were made here out of Atlanta Tech Village. So this is actually how you would schedule a personal assistant. So you would go, you would click small business owners and entrepreneurs. It actually drops down to our services menu where we operate in 2-hour increments, 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, and so forth. And then you can actually see staff members' profiles. So it pulls up a list of all of the profiles, which right now we have about 43 personal assistants on demand. And you can see their availability, their basic skill sets, where they've received training, so like their bachelor's, master's, and so forth, and also just their basic information. So this is a perfect example of our profiles. You would exit out of that screen, and then you would click the specific staff member that you would like to use. And then it pulls up all of the services that they specifically offer. And then after that, it'll pull up their actual schedule to where you can book them. So you can look at it for the week or the month and book them that way. You look up the time that you want to book them at, select it, and then it'll go to the next screen, which is actually a collective, just basically to say, this is what your appointment is. It's 4 hours. You're going to get some administrative assistant work. And if you're already a member with us, all of this already fills in for you. So all of this background check information and your client information is already done. But if not, you're going to have to do it yourself. So for our market adoption, we have been at numerous networking events, especially here out of ATV, which we love, and that is one of course, our partners as well. We're actually partnered with the Gathering Spot as well because we have a co-working space out of there, and we are partnered with the A3C Music Conference this year, where we will be launching and giving their executive pass members personal assistants. Our main affiliates are colleges because that's where we mainly recruit. So right now here in the Metro Atlanta, those are the colleges that we're recruiting to right now. So these are our competitors, which in our opinion, they're not really our competitors because they do home services. So these are really our competitors. The virtual assistant, we actually provide a virtual assistant and a personal assistant option. So it's up to you. This is our executive team out of here, ATV. And so we have a competitive advantage of being the first to the market, so the first on-demand personal assisting. We're easy to use, you can view profiles, and we market right now to small business owners, real estate agents, and co-working spaces.
All right, so real estate services. What are some things that you can do as far as if you're a realtor and actually need some services? So we can actually answer the phones for you. We can actually arrange some appointments for you, and actually we can put signs in the yard. As far as co-working spaces, what do we do? Administrative assistant, booking reservations, dry cleaning, event setup, whatever you need. So what's our business model? We actually retain 30% commission on each transaction. So our hourly rate is $22 an hour. The on-demand rate, if the person is booked in less than 24 hours, is between $23 to $27. We charge a $2,500 employer recruitment fee if the person is actually hired from your company. And then also, our goal is to recruit over 200 personal assistants by October. So we've currently raised $50,000 in the Family and Seed round. We're going to end up having about 2,000 personal assistants within the next year, and also 1,000 clients is our goal. And we're going to be in New York City next year because they have the most demand for personal assistants. I'm done. Thank you.
We're done. We're done. This is us.
Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Questions?
Oh.
Currently, we have about 8 clients because we just started our... So the question was, how many clients do you currently have? So we currently have 8 clients. We're currently in our beta phase. We just started beta phase 2 weeks ago. So we have a huge marketing launch that's going to be in the month of October. So we're going to end up having over 1,000 clients because we're going to have a virtual component as well. We have one client that's in DC, and we have another client that's in LA. So once we actually do this full push of a marketing launch, there's going to be 35,000 people at the A3C launch, or A3C conference that we're going to talk to, as well as we have other magazines we're going to be in as well.
Green in the back. Promo codes,
Any promo
yes.
codes?
Boom, baby.
Yes,
10%
10%
off.
promo
Dream
code.
big.
Dream big.
Right
So
here,
you're all
white
set.
shirt. Sorry, white shirt, right here. Okay, so the question was, what is our most frequent asked service? Honestly, administrative assistant work. So clerical work, helping somebody file, maybe helping them with like their maybe app or like website, just like little editing things, not technically actually doing it for them. So yes, admin services.
And the second most frequent is photography, believe it or not. A lot of people have requested us for just photographers.
Red shirt in the back. Right. 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 Yeah. Okay, so his question was, why should I pay for your service rather than an Upwork service if I can get a virtual assistant through somewhere else? So basically, we're that personal assistant. So, you know, Upwork might be able to provide something that is virtual, but we can actually come to you physically and help you. But then also we can do those virtual tasks too. So if you like somebody, you can keep using them for different services. Orange. So his basic question was, how do we go to someone who is in an area that we aren't in? So right now we're mainly focusing on the Metro Atlanta area, but this is, like we said, just beta phase. So in the next couple months we will be expanding.
As a small business owner, will you provide me with a W-9 and certificate of insurance for contracting y'all?
Yes, we have our insurance that we can provide. I'm sorry. As a small business owner, will you provide me with the W-9 and insurance information on behalf of our company? Yes, we will.
Right here in the black. Perfect. Okay, so he basically asked, how do we recruit? So one, we don't base it off of the services that we offer. All of the people that we recruit are college educated, so that's first and foremost. So they have some type of background knowledge in whatever it is that you're specifically looking for. But then also the way that we vet them, so everything that we do is in person. We're very big on that. So there is an onboarding process, there's a training process, which we actually learned from ATV, how to do the HR process in general. So we do all of that in person. So it's it's much more vetted than something like an Upwork or something like a Tackle. Green again. So he asked if there was a guarantee on the services if they mess up. Just contact us. We're the co-founders. If you ever have an issue, we'll fix it for you. It's not an issue at all. Right here in the blue.
So the question was, why did you stress the importance of a college background? Most of our competitors actually have college-educated individuals as well, because we want to make sure that that person is well-rounded, so they know Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint. And also, we're recruiting college students because most college students actually work at fast food places, retail places. Let's actually partner them up with small business owners and entrepreneurs so they can actually utilize the skills that they're learning in school for that person that has a need. So they're either college graduates or students in college,
Right.
either one.
Right. Yay!
All right, we've got 2 more volunteers. First up, I have Maria. Where are you, Maria? There you are.
Thank you. Hi. Serious question. Who here knows someone that's had pneumonia before? Pneumonia. Okay. My name is Maria, and I'm founder and CEO of quorumx Diagnostics, and we are developing a point-of-care diagnostics for pneumonia patients, kind of like a pregnancy test, but for pneumonia. You'll know within minutes, not days, what the bug is that's causing the infection. If you know the bug, you know the drug. You can treat much faster, and you'll also be able to track beginning, middle, and end to taper off the antibiotic much faster. I'm looking for investors and a scientist. Come find me. Thank you.
All right, Trisha, there you are.
Hi, everyone. I'm Trish. This is Shane. We're here with Your Ideas Are Terrible, and we're bringing the Growth Marketing Conference to Atlanta. I'll let Shane take it away.
Yeah, cool. So the Growth Marketing Conference, hi, I'm Shane, is an event that's been running in New York, San Francisco, and London really successfully for a while. We think it's about time Atlanta got one here, given the boom of the startup community. So you're going to learn cool stuff like funnel management, customer acquisition, kind of the new trendy growth marketing tactics, SEO. We've got some great speakers both on the enterprise side, head of marketing at Adobe and IBM and GoDaddy. We've got some great folks on the startup side. We've got VP of marketing at SalesLoft. We've got folks at BizMetrics. If you're in the marketing world, you might have heard of some of these vendors. So it's going to have some good speaker turnout. It's September 13th at the Garage. And Trish, tell them about the discount.
So tonight we're giving 50% off tickets, just if you're here. That discount code is in the back. If you want to talk to me about the conference, I'm the one wearing obnoxiously pink pants and a vintage hype t-shirt. So come and talk to us afterwards, all right? Thanks.
I'm assuming that these gentlemen need 2 mics, so give it up for Pup Walker.
Hello. All right. Hey, everyone. My name is Alex.
My name is David.
And we are the founders of PupWalker. So PupWalker is a pet services platform that takes care of your pet when you aren't able to, whether you've planned for it or you need help in that last-minute emergency. We operate as a two-sided marketplace, connecting pet owners to pet care providers who we've curated and trained to deliver a high-quality and engaging experience. And all of this is available through our platform with just a few clicks.
So, let's go on a journey. Let me introduce you to our friend Elle. She's young, she's hot, and she's brand new to our city. She just got a job at a law firm down the street, actually. And with her, she's got Bruiser. And let me tell you, Elle, she loves Bruiser. So, she's a smart girl. She knows that she's gonna need help taking care of him. She goes online to look for a dog walking service, and this is what she sees. So we can agree, this is long, it's ugly, but I hear you, that doesn't necessarily make it a bad company. Well, we recently followed up with Elle, and she told us for every single booking, she's having to call in or email, and any last-minute changes she wants to make, it's a $10 penalty fee every single time. Now, for somebody like Elle, and people like us in our generation, last-minute changes happen all the time. Every company she found is completely old-fashioned, inflexible, and at the end of all of this, she still has no idea how the walk actually went. When we last saw her, she was a wreck. She was eating a lot of chocolate, and it was a stressful time for all of us. And, I forgot my line. What did we do to help her out, Alex?
Oh, David, we created PupWalker.
Ah.
So to give y'all a little bit more detail, PupWalker is a digital platform that allows pet owners to schedule an appointment on any device when they need it. Our customers can schedule an appointment just 60 minutes beforehand and have an insured, bonded, and vetted PupWalker provider at their door. Now, how do we do this? I'm sure a lot of you have guessed it, but with the help of a little bit of technology. So through our platform, our customers can select the day and time, choose their preferred provider, and lock in their appointment at the time of booking. And if they do need to make any changes, they can just log in, go to their dashboard, and they can make as many changes as they want to, as long as they're outside of that same 60-minute window with no penalties. Now, I do want to quickly mention this current version of our platform is in QA. We've also recently started developing a full mobile app. Once the mobile app is done, we do plan to migrate everything from our web app onto the mobile app. So, that sounds pretty awesome, but what about our actual service, right? What about our service providers? Well, our platform also manages the identification and curation of our amazing pet care providers. We pride ourselves on the fact that by the end of our process, any individual, even if they have no history in professional pet care, will now be able to deliver the full PupWalker experience. And our customers?
They love it.
They love it. They especially love the open line of communications that they have with their walkers and being able to see how their pet is doing every step of the way with real-time updates. So obviously, people love their pets, but how much are they actually spending on them? Well, in 2016, pet owners spent almost $6 billion on pet services alone. There are 85 million households in the US with pets, and millennials, at 35%, now make up the largest segment of that population. Millennials are also the most likely to spend a lot of money on their pets. 76% said that they would rather pamper their pets over themselves. And that is great for Bruiser and great for PupWalker because millennials are our target market.
Man, this pitch is going great, isn't it? So, I know what a lot of you are thinking. This all sounds great and all, but have these guys actually done anything? Let me show you. In our first year, we spent a lot of time trying to find our product market fit. So year one, 3,200 walks. Year two, we closed at 10,200, a little bit over 3x growth. And we did this without increasing CAC at all. How? Thanks to our growth channels. So we've got organic and B2B. Organic we attribute to word of mouth, as well as having excellent reviews on sites like Yelp and Google. B2B comes down to the relationships that we have with the apartments and condos in the area. Now, this is actually how we first started PupWalker, and in the recent months, we've grown this quite a bit. So we started a referral program. We also started a blog due to the insistence of Jackie from A2DC. And B2B has grown quite a bit to include new contacts, as well as a little bit of local press. We started a PPC campaign this past Friday with ATV's very own Corey, and we've expanded our lineup to include sitting as well as overnight care. So this is where the company stands as of now. Again, my name is David. My previous experience comes from a lot of business development, management, and operational work, and I handle the walker side.
And again, my name is Alex. Previous experience was in investment banking and B2B sales. Currently manage the customer side of the platform.
Perfect.
Happy to take any questions now.
Questions? No questions today.
Yes. So the question is, what is our geographic coverage area, and are we limited to dogs? So our current geographic area is out everywhere ITP, out into Smyrna Vinings. We do have plans to expand to the suburbs soon. I know a lot of you out there want that, but not just quite yet. And the other question, we do not limit to just dogs. I know our name is Pup Walker, but we do see cats as well. And we also, as David said, expand into sitting and overnight care for cats too.
Yes, you and the brown. Yeah, so the question was, if we vet our walkers, much like how other services, quote unquote, vet their walkers. And the answer to that is, they actually don't. They'll take a quiz online, which is about 8 questions. The answers can also be found online. I'm not gonna name a competitor, but Wags, all of their walkers, they just bring them on. They bring them on, they don't vet them, they don't train them, they don't do anything. Every single one of our walkers goes through a questionnaire, which asks traits, and previous experiences, and based on the answers they give us from there, we can attribute using historical data if they're gonna be a good walker with us. Outside of that, we put them through an actual test, they meet a moderator, and around 6 hours afterwards, we've got a fully trained dog walker.
Yep.
So the question is, how do we deal with aggressive dogs? So generally, people that have aggressive dogs don't use a service like ours because, for obvious reasons. However, there are situations where certain dogs just don't like certain people, and that's just the nature of dealing with a conscious thing. So we'll generally send a walker over there, and if they flag it as an aggressive dog, we'll send another behavior expert dog walker to check them out. If they both say it's an aggressive dog, then we'll kick them off the platform. That sounds violent.
In a very
but
nice way.
We gently remove them from the lineup of walkers. But at the end of the day, the safety of the walkers is very important because once we don't have that standard, then people will not want to be with us.
In the dress shirt. Purple dress shirt. Sure, the question is, what is our revenue on 10,200 walks? I'd be happy to share more detailed numbers in a more private setting, but I will tell you that our average revenue per walk comes out to be about $14, so you can probably do the math. Sunglasses.
White shirt.
Yes, white shirt, sorry, that was better. Yeah, so the question is our app as fun as our competitors' apps with things like pictures and videos and fun updates? So our experience is, I would say, more fun than a lot of our competitors because we don't try to put up a barrier between the walkers and the pet owners. And so a lot of the conversations that they're having are quite personable and very fun. You know, they know when the owners are going on vacation over the weekend, they'll message them, hey, how was that hike? And the owners will send them a picture. Oh, this is me in front of, Mount Rushmore. And they also do send pictures and video updates during the actual walk. And that is how the owners stay updated and say, okay, cool, there's my dog, running around being a fool outside.
And kind of to add on that, I think I know what you're saying. The app feels a little sterile, and we're aware of that. We've been told that numerous times by Jackie. So we're working on it.
Yes. Sure. So the question is, what is the onboarding process for our customers? How do they get access? Is there like a meet and greet? And so yes, right now we do give out meet and greets for owners that are a little bit more hesitant, whether their dog is anxious or they're more home security oriented. Now for home access, there's a couple different methods that we use. A lot of our customers are in multifamily complexes, one of our strongest channels, and for that, it's quite easy to go through the leasing office. We have a lot of strong partnerships with those property managers in the area, and so a leasing office queue release is very, very easy to set up. If they're in a home, we basically let them choose whatever they're comfortable with. If they want to hide the key, if they want to use a logbox to secure the key, that all works. But we do need the key to be on site.
Thank you, everyone.
I didn't have to hold up the repeat a question sign once. That's amazing. All right, 2 more volunteers. I have JR.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I remember coming in here back in 2013 when y'all were having the first events here, and it's come a long way. Congratulations on 50. I'm the executive director of the Velocity Accelerator. We have 2 versions of our accelerator in Georgia. We have one that's for traditional startups, and we have one that's actually a film and television accelerator that we're starting up in the spring here. And so we spent the last 2 years helping to develop startup communities in Macon, Georgia, and in Columbus. Actually, one of the companies that's going to come up behind me to speak about their initiative actually is going to be one of the next biggest things in wearable technology. So they have a Kickstarter campaign coming up. What we're looking to do is actually work with some companies that have some unique ideas that are looking to grow it. I actually was able to come here about less than a year ago and meet a great company from here, Stepping Blocks, that actually is doing some great things. We've been working with them, over the past year, and we're looking to work with some new people. Thank you so much.
Micah. There you are.
Hey, my name is Micah Givens. I'm the co-founder of Headnoise. And what I want you to do right now is imagine this. You're a 20-year-old fitness enthusiast preparing for a run, and you ask yourself 3 important questions. Am I putting myself in danger simply by wearing earphones? Am I reaching the fullest potential of my workout? Am I working towards the best version of myself? We provide a sweatband that allows you to listen to music completely ears-free by using vibrations, so it tracks all of your biometrics through our app, giving you quests and challenges to keep you excited about working out. We have a campaign, Kickstarter campaign coming up September 8th, and I'll be in the back if you have any more questions.
All right. Pitch number 4, fuse through.
Hey, yeah. Oh, come on, better than that. Yeah. Okay, we do not have anything cute like puppies, I'm sorry. Yeah, they were great. Okay. So the air that surrounds you, the electricity used to power these lights. Data is all around us. Imagine capturing that data and actually analyzing it effectively. That's the goal of FewSir. Hi, I'm James King. I'm CFO of FewSir. FewSir is an IoT company focusing on integration, cost savings, and helping companies define and solve their problems using IoT solutions. We were founded in 2016 by 3 founders. Marshall, our CEO, he worked for a bunch of engineering companies, and basically he was tasked using old equipment to gather a bunch of data. So basically he had to learn to do a lot with a little. Jared, our CTO, he is a Microsoft MVP, by the way. He was tasked with, he solved a lot of companies' issues by building out their software solutions. I have an accounting background. I worked with a lot of business and financial analytics. I've also worked with a lot of local companies to find them funding. And yeah, so let me tell you what FewSir is all about instead of the founders. So I needed to click that. In the past year, we have deployed hundreds of environmental sensors to prove our remote location capabilities and our smart city initiative in the Guardian Center. The Guardian Center is an 80-acre simulated city about 2 hours south of Atlanta. It's really actually pretty cool. We've also worked with Microsoft as a partner to implement a bunch of sensors in the Flatiron building downtown. Sorry. This helped streamlining the existing building management systems. Yeah. That's teamwork right there. Okay, currently, FewSir is creating IoT infrastructures for companies. And